You walk into a room and completely forget why you're there. You reread the same paragraph 3 times, still don't get it. Your thoughts are foggy, words disappear mid sentence. You start to wonder, is there something wrong with me? Do I need to get myself screened for dementia? Do I have early Alzheimer's? If this sounds familiar, this video is for you because your brain isn't broken, it's just in perimenopause. So if you're tired of feeling like your brain has left the building, subscribe. I share what actually helps. No fluff, no fear mongering, just real strategies to help you think clear, feel better, and not totally lose it in the grocery store parking lot. You know you have been there. Target, Walmart. So today we're going to talk about what's really happening in your brain during perimenopause. I'm also going to talk about how hormone shifts affect your memory, your focus, and sleep, and why this isn't just decline, it is a transition into something powerful. And number 5, things you can do right now to support your brain, because we are all about action and doing something about it, of course. So when you give your brain what it needs, you'll start to feel the fog lift, not just for a few hours, but sustainably. You feel clear, more present, more like you, and maybe even more powerful than how you remember. So, brain fog during perimenopause is one of the most disorienting symptoms women face. But most of us have no idea that it's connected to hormones. So instead, we blame ourselves. We say we're lazy, scattered, and focused. We might have run a very tight ship in our business or our home, but we feel like we're spiraling. And you feel like you're losing your mind or you have early onset dementia. So here's what's really going on. During perimenopause, your estrogen and progesterone levels start swinging like a pendulum, not just once a month like we're used to, but daily and sometimes even hourly. So these hormones aren't just used for production. It's like they're rewiring the brain. They directly impact your brain chemistry, especially the serotonin and dopamine, which regulate your mood, focus, motivation, and memory. Do you remember those? So when those hormones start free falling, this is what happens. You may feel like your thoughts are scattered, your fuse is shorter, and you can't focus long enough to finish a text, let alone to do a to-do list. And then there's your hypothalamus. This is the part in the brain that manages your body temperature, your sleep cycle, emotions, and appetite. That little guy is now working overtime trying to keep up. So when you snap at your partner for breathing too loudly, you know, or you go from hungry to hangry in 3 minutes flat, yeah, that's part of it. Your nervous system also becomes more reactive. The same stress that used to roll off your back now sends your thoughts racing at 2 a.m. like it's solving world peace. And we haven't even talked about sleep yet, specifically REM sleep, that deep, dreamy sleep that we used to get in our 20s and 30s. That process helps you process and store your memories. It helps you regulate emotions. It helps maintain cognitive sharpness when you used to be on all the time. Remember that? When this gets disrupted, it almost always does in menopause or in perimenopause. You wake up feeling like your brain is still asleep. Do you remember AOL dial up? That's what it's doing. So that's what your brain's trying to do. It's trying to boot up in the morning. So here's another way to look at it. What's happening in your brain right now? Yes, perimenopause is a transition, but it's not about losing your mind. It's about rewiring. From an integrative perspective, your brain is shifting into a new phase. You're not just forgetful, you're becoming more discerning, more emotionally intelligent, more focused on what actually matters. Let me pause and say this clearly because this part really matters. We start to focus on what actually matters. And all the other crap, the pressure to prove, the chronic multitasking, the overcommitting starts to feel like just noise, irritation, static, like a distraction from what's real. But here's the thing, that inner wisdom we start to hear, it's not always soft and sweet. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Because once you know, you can't unknow. Once you start hearing that deeper voice, you realize you may need to make changes in how you live and how you love, how you work, and what you tolerate. And that's scary. But you also know if you don't listen, you're going to lose yourself completely. This isn't just hormone chaos. This is a wake up call. In another video, we'll go over deeper into the hidden gifts your brain is unlocking right now. Because, yes, those powers are real and they're waiting to be claimed. Now, I want to give you 5 tips that you can do to support your brain. So, 1, rewire your stress response with your breath. Yes, I know you hear it a gazillion times. Just relax, breathe. But let's start with something simple that is wildly effective. Coherence breath. So you want to inhale for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 5 counts. Make sure it's slow, steady, relaxed, just for 3 minutes. That rhythm signals your vagus nerves to calm the chaos that's going in your brain. You have to disrupt it. So it literally shifts your brain out of fight or flight into clarity. So it's really great to do before meals, before a tense conversation, after a tense conversation, before you go into the grocery store, when you're lying there at night and your brain's like a tornado. So I'll break this down into another video. I'll break it down more. But seriously, it can change your life. Breath work is amazing at changing the chaos in your brain. Number 2, feed your brain like it actually matters, because it really does. Your brain is mostly fat, and it's picky about the fuel that you give it. Here's what I share with my clients and what I follow myself. Eat omega-3s daily, or even take a supplement. Wild salmon, flax, chia seeds, walnuts. Swap out the refined carbs for fiber-rich ones. Sweet potatoes, beans, quinoa. And protein is so important this stage of life. Eat protein every 4 to 6 hours. Your brain needs stable blood sugar. So you want to hydrate also like it's your job, because dehydration is such a precursor for brain fog. Cut out the afternoon sugars. I know we love them. We love them. We love them. Especially after lunch, you want that sugar or that coffee. Lay off of it. Try it for 2 weeks. Number 3, layer in some integrative support. Treat yourself. This is where my Eastern medicine side really comes in. We're not doing a complete life overhaul, but making intentional tweaks that make everything feel more doable. So add an adaptogen like ashwagandha or rhodiola. I'll go more into these in later videos as well. They support your adrenals. So acupuncture, of course, I'm an acupuncture physician and I am pro acupuncture. It can help to regulate your nervous system, your sleep, and your mood, and any type of pain you're experiencing. Magnesium glycinate before bed. Calm the brain, better your sleep. Think small, smart shifts, not perfection. You don't have to do a whole change overhaul at once. Number 4, sleep. Treat your REM sleep like it's sacred gold. This is when your brain detoxes, it stores memories, and it processes emotions. You don't want to wake up with those same emotions that you had the day before. So, to get more REM and better mornings, no screens 30 to 60 minutes before bed. I struggle with this too. Try a magnesium bath, or even the magnesium glycinate or breath work as a part of your wind down, your ritual. Make it your own. Stick to a sleep window, even if it's not perfect. Keep your bedroom cool. Get good sheets. Find something fun about going to bed and just the pleasure of it. Because if your brain doesn't get a chance to clean house and detoxify during this time, you're going to feel it the next day, which you probably do. I know I do. So, last but not least, track your rhythms. Not obsessively, not intentionally. You don't need a spreadsheet in your life. Who needs another spreadsheet? Who needs to look up more screen time? Just start noticing things. I recognize this. When is the brain fog the worst? What triggers it? Certain foods, stress, hormones, sleep. What actually makes you feel better? What makes you feel clear? What brings you joy? This is called body literacy. And once you learn your patterns, you'll stop feeling like your symptoms are random and you'll start making choices that actually work. So, my lovelies, if this hit home, hit the subscribe button because we're just getting started. Or drop a comment below and tell me your funniest and most frustrating brain fog moment or moments because we all have a few. And keep watching. Next time, we'll dive deeper in how perimenopause can actually amplify your mental clarity and emotional strength. Yes, really, you're not losing yourself, you're becoming someone even more powerful. So let's rediscover your joy, one clear, connected moment at a time.